even though there's a part of me that wants to protect me.
Even though there's a part of me that wants to protect me.
By being angry at me.
By being angry at me.
To make sure I never do it again.
To make sure I never do it again.
That part's just trying to help.
That part's just trying to help.
And I can choose to love and accept all of me.
And I can choose to love and accept all of me.
I'm still a little angry.
I'm still a little angry. Excuse me.
I wish I hadn't done it.
I wish I hadn't done it.
On the other hand, I learned a lot.
I learned a lot.
Part of me still wishes I hadn't done it.
And part of me still wishes I hadn't done it.
Why couldn't I go through life just making smart decisions?
Why couldn't I go through life making smart decisions?
Maybe because part of life is about learning.
Maybe because part of life is about learning.
And I do like to learn. True.
And I do like to learn.
Yeah. I wish it didn't have to be so hard sometimes.
I wish I didn't have to be so hard sometimes.
But the truth about smart people
But the truth about smart people
is that they're always learning.
is they're always learning.
They don't know it all at the beginning.
They don't know it all at the beginning.
They learn it along the way.
They learn it along the way.
And so even though part of me thinks I made some dumb decisions,
And even though part of me thinks I made some dumb decisions,
the other part of me knows I'm smart
the other part of me knows I'm smart.
because I'm continuing to learn.
Because I'm continuing to learn.
And whether I'm smart or dumb,
And whether I'm smart or dumb,
or whatever I do,
or whatever I do,
I can choose to love and accept myself.
I can choose to love and accept myself.
Or I can choose not to.
Or I can choose not to.
But choosing to is a very smart thing to do.
But choosing to is a very smart thing to do.
Okay, take a deep breath. How's that anger?
I'd say it's a 1 or a 2.
Okay. What would it take to let it all go? Is there a feeling that you have to hold on to it? Because if you don't, you might never get smarter, or you might always make mistakes. I don't know if that's the case. Maybe there's something else.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's just some feeling that I have to keep that.
Keep that edge?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want?
No.
Okay. Because if you did, it would be okay. But no, not particularly?
No.
Okay. Let's do another round.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to switch from original EFT into a choice at this point.
Okay.
Because I feel like we need a choice here. So
Okay.
even though there's a part of me
Even though there's a part of me
that wants to hold a little bit of this anger,
that wants to hold a little bit of this anger,
because that's what smart people would do,
because that's what smart people would do,
because it protects them,
because it protects them,
I'm open to a new possibility.
I'm open to a new possibility.
Even though part of me would like to keep that anger
Even though part of me would like to keep that anger
and stay in a state of unforgiveness,
and stay in a state of unforgiveness,
I'm open to the possibility
I'm open to the possibility
that the really smart thing here
that the really smart thing here
would be to love and accept myself completely.
would be to love and accept myself completely.
Even though I'm not sure I can do that,
Even though I'm not sure I can do that,
I'm open to the possibility.
I'm open to the possibility.
I don't know if I can let go of this anger.
I don't know if I can let go of this anger.
Keeping a healthy, skeptical anger, that's smart, right?
Keeping a healthy, skeptical anger is smart, right?
I certainly don't want to be dumb about this.
I certainly don't want to be dumb about this.
I've got to keep this anger, don't I?
I've got to keep this anger, don't I?
What if I could completely love and accept myself
What if I could completely love and accept myself
and let go of all that anger?
and let go of all that anger?
Would I make dumb choices then?
Would I make dumb choices then?
Or would I make really smart choices then?
Or would I make really smart choices then?
Coming from love and forgiveness and acceptance,
Coming from love and forgiveness and acceptance,
what kind of choices would I make then?
what kind of choices would I make then?
That anger is just really a protection mechanism,
That anger is really just a protection mechanism,
but I don't know that it serves me.
but I don't know that it serves me.
I wonder if I could completely love and accept myself.
I wonder if I can completely love and accept myself.
Thank the anger for its protection,
Thank the anger for its protection,
and completely love and accept myself.
and completely love and accept myself.
Take a deep breath. How you feel?
Much better.
How's the anger?
It's almost all gone.
Yeah, it feels like it's right between a 0 and a 1. Sometimes when we tap like this, I find that that it takes a little integration time. Maybe it's 10 minutes, maybe it's an hour, maybe it's a day. And then when you look again, the anger may be totally gone. Or you might find another aspect that comes up. Since this is part of that tabletop we talked about, there might be another event that you need to work through in order to completely clear that little part that's left in this one. So that's something that I'm going to send you off to do, look at yourself. But going from a 9, which I think is where we started, to less than a 1, pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nicely done.
Thank you.
Bet.
Good job. No, what happens is, I've been doing this work for 40 years, tapping only the last couple, but what I've found is everyone I've ever worked with always made the best decision they could at the time, based on the awareness, the skills, the knowledge, the tools that they had at the time. And so we can always look back and go, oh, I should have known better. And if they had known better, it would have done something different. Even if you knew better, there were some other factors in your environment or in yourself that you made the best decision you thought you could make at the time. You know, here I am, super successful, multi-millionaire. I could list literally learning experiences that would go from here to the floor. And it was because of those that I became successful. So you are a learning machine, and you're learning now, and you learned then. And just to reinforce it for anyone watching this, you always make better decisions when you're not angry and when you're not in fear. So by getting into love and acceptance, your brain has the ability to function the way it's supposed to. And I appreciate your vulnerability.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Good work.
Thanks.
You know, sometimes the affirmation, I deeply and completely love and accept myself, just doesn't feel right, or it doesn't seem to fit the scenario we're tapping on. For example, if I'm mad at my boss and I want to get rid of that anger, saying, even though my boss is a big jerk, I deeply and completely love and accept myself, it doesn't really make sense. Instead, we're going to use a different kind of positive affirmation, which we call a choice statement. And it goes like this. Even though my boss is a big jerk, I choose to find a new way to think about this situation. Now, what choice statement you create is up to you. But we'll suggest some powerful ways to craft them to get maximum results. What you don't want to try to do is go from furious to forgiveness in the space of a single sentence. It doesn't work.
No, it won't happen.
It's like the smiley face on the gas tank.
Exactly.
For example, if you try, even though I'm furious with my boss and he's a jerk, I choose to completely and totally forgive and love him, you're just not going to get there, not even with tapping. You'll suppress your anger, and it's going to end up backfiring. So we have a 3-step process, SOS tapping, so you can completely eliminate the negative emotion and then move forward with a new positive approach. The first S stands for simple tapping. We've already done that with Maricela. When you're upset at a level 8, 9, or 10, don't even try to create a choice statement. Just tap. Just tap and reduce that initial intensity. Now, once your SUDS level, your distress level, drops to a 7 or below, you're ready for a choice. The first choice I like to make is what I call an open choice. That's the O in SOS. The open choice doesn't give you a solution, but it opens the way, opens the door for you to have a creative, positive response to the situation. So here's an example of an open choice statement. Even though I'm really upset about this, I'm open to a new way to look at it. Or even though I'm so frustrated about this, I'm open to finding a powerful new perspective in this situation. Now, once your intensity drops to a 5 or below, then we can add a specific choice. That's the final S in SOS. Because you know what? It's much easier to come up with a powerful, positive choice that really works for you when your emotions aren't that intense. So here's an example of a specific choice. Even though I'm still a little frustrated about this, I choose to recognize his good qualities. Even though I don't know what to do in this situation, I choose to find a powerful, positive way to work with him. Now, the numbers don't always work out this neatly, and we'll see that in the tapping demonstrations that are coming. You may need to do several rounds of open choices before you're ready to go to a specific choice, or your intensity may drop from a 10 to a 4, and you don't need an open choice at all. It's not as important to go through all the steps as it is to go from upset to empowered.
You know, tapping can give you very fast results. However, don't be spoiled by the speed of tapping and get either frustrated, or if something takes longer than a few minutes, Since new events will often trigger old hurts, you may find that clearing something that just happened requires you to go in and do some work with events from the past that got triggered. So it's worth doing that work.
We're going to return to Maricela now and work with her on another issue using the SOS tapping techniques. In this next demonstration, you're going to see her talk about a limiting belief of hers that she can't build her career as much as she wants. And we're going to use the SOS, the simple, the open choice, and the specific choice tapping to help her turn around that belief. It's really, really powerful. I want to help you work on that limiting belief that you talked about. And we're going to use SOS tapping to do that. It's a process that's going to take you from that limiting belief through an open choice, that's the O in SOS, into a specific, more empowered choice that I think you would already like to believe, but you're not there emotionally yet, right?
Right.
Okay, so you want to state that limiting belief or fear that you have?
The limiting belief is that I won't be as successful as Jack Canfield or an Anthony Robbins because I'm a woman.
Okay. That sounds like something that would really hold you back.
Yes.
We want to get rid of that, right?
Right.
Okay. So how strong is that belief, 0 to 10? How true does it feel to you right now?
It feels like a 10.
Okay, thank you. And this is a great example of something that you may tell yourself over and over, well, that's silly, of course I can,
Yeah.
but you don't feel it here yet, do you?
Right, no.
Okay, so we're going to start off with simple tapping, which I know you know,
Yeah.
and we're just going to see if we can reduce that 10 a few points, okay?
Okay.
So tap top of the head. And you always are going to start by stating the negative. So there's no way I can be as successful as Jack or Tony and be a woman. Repeat.
There is no way that I can be as successful as Jack and Tony as a woman.
Yeah. I just can't be that successful.
I just can't be that successful.
Can you feel it?
I had to close my eyes.
Okay. That's great if that's what it takes to concentrate outside of the eye. I can't be that successful as a woman.
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 Under the eye. Right. I can't be that successful as a woman.
I can't be that successful as a woman.
Tap under the nose. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. Is it true that no woman could do that or just you?
Just me.
Okay. On the chin. Another woman could do it, but not me.
Another woman can do it, but not me.
Tap on the collarbone. I can't be that successful because I'm a woman.
I can't be that successful because I'm a woman.
What is it about, since it's just you and not all women, can you help me understand that? Tell me more about that.
My upbringing, my rough childhood, my lack of education, my lack of college. I didn't go to college.
Okay. But none of those things have to do with your gender. No one said it had to make sense, huh?
Oh gosh, yeah, that's true.
Okay, so I just want to zero in on this because when we're doing tapping, it's really important to be very specific.
Okay.
So is it really that you're a woman or is it something else? And it's okay either way.
I got, they won't take me serious.
Okay.
I don't know if it's because I'm a woman, but they won't take me serious.
Tap under the arm. Good work. They won't take me serious.
They won't take me serious.
Top of the head. They won't take me serious.
They won't take me serious.
Eyebrow. They won't take me serious.
They won't take me serious.
How strong is that feeling right now?
It's not very strong.
Good. Is there anything else that would keep you from being that successful?
The next voice said, because I'm a woman.
Okay. All right. Stop tapping for just a second. I won't be that successful because I'm a woman. Is it still a 10? Or is it
I'm confused.
still a level 10? And it doesn't have to be logical. Just look at that belief. I won't be that successful because I'm a woman. Is it still a 10?
No.
What's the number now?
It's like a 6, but then I feel like I'm confused because I'm thinking it has nothing to do with me being a woman.
Okay. And
we don't need to actually sort out that confusion
Okay,
to
all right.
work on the limiting belief. We might be able to collapse it without even figuring it out. Wouldn't that be okay?
Awesome, let's do it.
All right, so a 6 is a really good level to put in an open choice.
Okay.
We don't have to make a specific choice yet about what you want your new empowering belief to be, but we can create an opportunity for something to show up.
Okay.
Okay? So here, and what we're going to do now is we're going to add an affirmation, and we're going to add some tapping on the karate chop point.
Okay.
So the affirmation would be, we're going to combine your negative statement, I can't be that, I'll just say that successful, meaning like Jack or Tony.
Okay.
I can't be that successful because I'm a woman.
Okay.
And we're going to combine that with a positive, open choice affirmation. So repeat after me. Even though I can't be that successful because I'm a woman,
Even though I can't be that successful because I'm a woman,
I'm open to a new possibility.
I'm open to a new possibility.
Does that feel good?
Yeah, it does.
Even though I can't be that successful because I'm a woman,
Even though I can't be that successful because I'm a woman,
I'm open to a new perspective on this.
I'm open to a new perspective on this.
Even though I can't be that successful because I'm a woman,
Even though I can't be that successful because I'm a woman,
I'm open to something miraculous and new.
I'm open to something miraculous and new.
Great. Now let's tap. I can't be that successful.
I can't be that successful.
I'm a woman.
I'm a woman.
They won't take me serious.
They won't take me serious.
I'm a woman.
I'm a woman.
There's no way I can be that successful.
There's no way I could be that successful.
I'm a woman.
I'm a woman.
I can't be that successful.
I can't be that successful.
I'm a woman.
I'm a woman.
I'm open to a new perspective on
I'm
this.
open to a new perspective on this.
I'm open to a brand new way of thinking on this.
I'm open to a brand new way of thinking on this.
I don't know what it is yet,
I don't know what it is yet,
but I'm open to something really new.
but I'm open to something really new.
I'm open to a brand new way to look at this.
I'm open to a brand new way to look at this.
I'll bet there's a new empowering way to look at this.
I bet there's a new and empowering way to look at this.
I am open to something new.
I'm open to something new.
I am open to something new.
I'm open to something new.
I can't be that successful because I'm a woman.
I can't be that successful because I'm a woman.
And I'm open to something new.
And I'm open to something new.
I can't be that successful because I'm a woman.
I can't be that successful because I'm a woman.
I'm open to a brand new perspective.
I'm open to a brand new perspective.
I can't be that successful because I'm a woman.
I can't be that successful because I'm a woman.
I'm open to an amazing new way to think about this.
I'm open to an amazing new way to think about this.
I can't be that successful because I'm a woman.
I can't be that successful because I'm a woman.
I'm open to something exciting and new.
I'm open to something exciting and new.
Great. Okay, take a deep breath.
I feel excited all of a sudden.
Is it still a 6? That
no.
idea that you can't be that successful.
No,
What is it?
I feel a 2. I don't
Okay.
feel like it's completely gone. I just, the number I got was a 2.
Okay. And I love the way you said that.
And you're excited.
And I'm excited.
Let's see if we can put an empowering new belief in there.
Okay.
Is there one that you could see creating, now that you've created this openness, what would you like to create as an empowering new belief around this?
I can be as successful as I want to be, or
Love that. Okay.
Okay.
Is that the one you want? You sounded a little hesitant. so
yeah.
Let's
I'm
find
sure.
something that taps in, sorry about the pun,
Okay.
to that excitement that you're feeling
Okay.
right now. What would you love to be able to state with conviction? Yes, that. What is it?
It would be, I just saw myself up on stage with 3,000 people in the audience and changing people's lives. So I don't know how to
Great.
put that smaller.
Actually, that's good. So I am successful enough to be on stage in front of 3,000 people changing people's lives.
Okay.
And that would be that kind of success for you, wouldn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So let's tap.
Okay.
Even though I can't be that successful because I'm a woman,
Even though I can't be that successful because I'm a woman,
I can totally be on stage
I can totally be on stage
in front of 3,000 people
in front of 3,000 people
changing lives.
changing lives.
Even though I can't be that successful because I'm a woman,
Even though I can't be that successful because I'm a woman,
I can see myself on stage
I could see myself on stage
in front of 3,000 people.
in front of 3,000 people
Changing lives.
changing lives.
Even though I can't be that successful because I'm a woman,
Even though I can't be that successful because I'm a woman,
I can see myself on stage
I could see myself on stage
in front of 3,000 people
in front of 3,000 people
changing lives.
changing lives.
And that's pretty successful.
And that's pretty successful.
I'm getting a feeling that too is almost gone now. Let's tap here. I can't be that successful because I'm a woman.
I can't be that successful because I'm a woman.
I can't be that successful because I'm a woman. You're
can't
frowning.
Yeah, because every time I say that, a voice says, "Oh yes, I can. Oh yes, I can."
The voice has changed.
It has. Yeah.
Is the two even there anymore? Do we
No,
need to go
no,
through this?
I don't.
No. You changed your little inner voice.
Yeah, because when I was saying, I'm like, "Oh no, but yes, I am. Yes, I can." So
Great,
awesome.
great. So sometimes it works like that. We can tap and say our affirmation, get our empowering belief in, and we don't even need to go through the rounds. And it's great if
awesome.
you're there.
Yeah.
So you can be that successful, can't you?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. Talk to your new cohort here.
Welcome to the stage. I don't know if you know this, but at 19, Tony Robbins was living in an abandoned car.
I know.
Didn't go to college. And when I met him, he was making $50 million a year. So whatever his background was, I doubt that it was any worse than yours. In fact, it may be, as one of my friends, Lisa Nichols, said, who was in the movie The Seeker, your mess becomes part of your message.
Oh, absolutely.
And so that literally gives you something to say. If I came from here to there, you 3,000 people sitting in front of me today, you can do that too.
Absolutely.
It's actually a much more powerful message.
That's true. Thank you.
Woman.
Congratulations, Maricela.
Thank you.
Great work.
Thanks.
This next technique is one of my favorites. It's great for turning around that little inner voice that criticizes you. Some teachers will tell you that you need to do battle with the negative inner voices and you need to try to eliminate them. But I found they're much more like employees who can't be fired. It's more empowering to consider retraining them and reassigning them. Yeah. After all, they're pretty powerful. Having them support you rather than sabotaging you is going to help you succeed.
Every one of us has experienced this inner critic, you're lying there in bed. You shouldn't have done that. You should have said that. You're stupid, whatever. And it's really, you can't get rid of that inner critic. But as you're saying, we want to retrain it to become an inner coach. And all of us are walking around with voices in our head, our parents, our teachers, our grandparents, coaches we had, ministers, so forth. And those voices were all for you. They wanted you to do well. And your mother said, wear clean underwear in case you're in an accident, all that kind of stuff. And a lot of those things were useful. And some of them, like, don't speak unless you're spoken to, weren't so useful. They come in and they get in the way of our natural inner child coming out, and all the courage, the creativity that we have inside of us. So basically what we want to do is realize those voices that are in your head, they're no longer your parents' voices. They're your voice. You've, what we call in psychology, introjected those voices. And so we want to retrain those voices, as you said, reassign them. And so the process here is, how do we turn that inner critic into an inner coach?
Yeah. Those little voices, the inner critics, have one of two objectives. They're either trying to keep you happy or they're trying to keep you safe. They just have different understandings of safety and happiness.
Right.
That may not be in alignment with your current goals. If you can reframe the situation so that they understand happiness and safety in a new way that's promoting what you want, you're going to have these powerful inner voices supporting you. So I want to introduce the idea of continuous tapping. Up till now, you basically tapped a point long enough to say one statement or to repeat your setup statement 3 times. With continuous tapping, you're going to tap on a point for a bit longer. For example, while you have a part of a conversation. Don't worry about the right time to move from point to point. Just move every minute or so after you've exchanged some dialogue or when you feel ready to move from point to point. One final word about working with little voice tapping. You don't just have 1 or 2 little voices. In my experience, each person has many voices. It's like having an entire Fortune 500 corporation in your head. And it may seem, as you start to work with those voices, that you'll never be able to transform all of them. The good news is that after you begin retraining them, the corporate culture in your head starts to shift. The inner voices begin to notice that you're listening to them and working with them, and they become more willing to be retrained and redirected. So if you're noticing a lot of those little negative voices, know that you can shift the corporate culture in your head, and the rewards are well worth it. What we're going to see in this next section is 2 different demonstrations of little voice tapping. First, we're going to work with Kathy, and then we're going to work with Liz. And one of these is fairly straightforward, the first one. Then when we get to the second little voice demonstration, you're going to see a little more challenge in getting the little voice to agree. I actually love it that we've got two different demonstrations so you can see how different people react to the little voice.
Absolutely.
In both cases, though, both women were able to either quiet or shift what the little voice said so that it was now saying supportive things instead of disempowering things. Let's talk about this little voice of yours.
Okay. Sometimes we need to say an affirmation or make some statement to hear the little voice. And sometimes that little voice just talks to us. Are you aware of it talking to you in a certain way, or do you want to make a claim and see if it responds?
It does both. It's a little annoying at times. I guess what I would say, I use my affirmation, I'm a highly successful transformational success coach, and it's going, oh yeah, right.
Oh, okay.
The other times it comes out is when I'm doing something to promote myself, and it's scary out there. You're going to get hurt, so it's holding me back.
Well, and it might be the same voice, or it might actually be a different voice. So what we're going to do, no, more than one, I know. So let's go in and work on one of those. Which can you pull up more easily?
I think at this point, the one that wants me to stay invisible.
Okay,
Yeah.
so great. So go ahead and close your eyes as long as you're comfortable. Tap the top of your head. And what can you do to hear that voice? Do you need to make a statement, or can you just hear it?
No, it's just present. It seems to be the issue of the day.
Okay, great. What's it saying?
You have nothing to offer. Just don't bother going out there. It's scary. You just need to stay behind the scenes. There are other people who can be out there. Oh, geez. What's coming up is like, what makes you think you're so good?
Okay.
Yeah.
Tap the eyebrow point and take a deep breath.
Stopped breathing.
And ask that little voice, why are you telling me this?
Oh, wow. Why are you telling me this? And what I'm getting is this feeling that if I am different, then I won't be loved by my tribe, my family.
Tap the outside of the eye. Okay. And can you see a face with this little voice, or can you only just hear it? And it's fine either way.
Well, I associate it with my mother.
And it might be a voice that has the face of your mother.
Yeah, but it's kind of, I associate it with her, but I don't really see her voice when I hear it, but I know where it came from.
Okay. Tap under the eye. And now you've said a number of things that this voice has said, and I kind of want to narrow it down so that we're actually having a dialogue with the voice.
Okay.
Okay? So you said the voice said, don't put yourself out there, it's scary, and it sounds like there's some fear that, your tribe will reject you or something like that. I want to get really specific with the little voice.
Okay.
So I want you to talk to it, expecting it to talk back.
Okay.
So why are you telling me this?
Why are you telling me this? Oh, so you won't be alone.
Tap under the nose. Can you thank the little voice? Because he's trying to keep you from being alone, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not doing it skillfully,
No.
but trying. Yeah. And what's the reaction of the little voice when you offer that thanks?
I kind of saw his shoulders relax. Seeing an upper torso.
Okay. Tap on the chin. And let's just clarify this. So ask, is it male or female, the little voice? Do you have an idea? No idea yet?
Okay, kind of.
Androgynous?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So ask the little voice, so you're trying to protect me, you don't want me to be alone.
You're trying to protect me, you don't want me to know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, because then I'd be really different from the family and busy and away a lot, yeah.
So if you were successful, all these other things might happen to you, right? That might mean you're alone, right? That would be scary and dangerous because you'd be alone. Am I
Well,
understanding?
yeah, it'd be, I'd be off doing it on my own more, more than I have been.
Okay, tap the collarbone. And then being alone is something, I take it, that you don't want to be, right? Is that,
Yeah.
that's a really scary thing,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
It's triggering some,
Yeah, it's
bringing some
triggering.
stuff
Yeah,
up.
yeah,
Okay.
it's good.
You're doing
It's
great
okay.
work. You're doing great work.
Thanks.
So here's what I'd like you to do with talking to the little voice right now. Because you really want to step out in your career. There's a part of you that really wants that, isn't it?
A bigger part than the little voice. The little
Yeah.
voice is the foot that comes out and trips me up.
Okay. So is there a way that you could see for you to actually do this and not be alone? Is that possible? Is the part of you that wants this, can it see that as a possibility?
Yes.
Okay. So you would need something or someone to make sure as you pursue this path of success that you took the necessary action so you wouldn't be alone. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Tap under the arm. Do you think that that would be a good thing for the little voice to do? To make sure that
Yes.
you're not alone?
Yes.
Because this little voice is very, very good at noticing when you're alone, isn't
Yes,
it?
yes, it is. It is.
Okay, great. So close your eyes and talk to the little voice and ask it, would you be willing to support me in not being alone, but in a different way?
Would you be willing to support me in not being alone, but in a different way? Yes.
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 Great. Tap the top of the head. Okay. And so what would that look like for you, Kathy? What would the little voice be saying or encouraging you to do that would help you both succeed and not be alone?
Hire the support I need. Really just look around me and see all the people that are there to support me.
Because you actually have a lot.
Yes, I do.
You have a lot of support in your life, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's
To ask more.
Ask
Yeah,
more. Recognize that. Draw on it.
Yeah.
Would encouraging you to ask more be something this little voice could do for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He'd be very good at it.
Yes.
Yeah, wouldn't he?
Yes.
Okay. Tap the eyebrow point. So ask the little voice, would you support me in this way? Ask me to ask. Encourage me to ask.
Would you support me in asking to ask? Yes.
Okay. tap the outside of the ear. What's the laugh
The laugh,
for?
I just saw that my little voice is making a list now of all the people that I
All
can
the
ask.
people that you can ask.
Yes, yes.
When we look at these little voices as employees who can't be fired but can be retrained,
Yes.
they really want to work hard for us. Do you see that?
Yes, I can see that.
Yeah. And he's just been, I keep seeing it as a he. I don't know if
Well, let's do that.
he's just been trained in a way that is not consistent with your current goals.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Right.
Under the eye. And now you're retraining him in a way, it's just like a reorg at a company. You're just
Yeah.
retraining him. But you don't want to get let go of somebody that's that valuable.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Tap under the nose. So could you offer him gratitude again for being willing to be retrained and help you in this powerful way?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just gave him a hug.
Tap on the chin. And how does he respond to that?
Very happy.
Yeah. So now are you still hearing that message? It's scary to step out there, you'll be alone.
No, there's a sense of excitement now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tap the collarbone. One more thing, and this is a little outside the scope because we were working on being alone.
Right.
When you think about asking for support,
Then I'm not alone.
and how does that feel? I mean, the idea of asking. Does it feel better than it
Yeah,
did
it
before?
did. It definitely feels better than it did
Yeah.
before. It makes it, I feel it's just like, okay, just no problem now.
Yeah, I kind of thought that might be a secondary benefit of this particular work that we did, is that in addition to getting over that concern about I'm going to be alone, it's now easier to ask.
Yes.
How nice is that?
That's really nice.
Great, stop tapping, take a deep breath.
Yeah.
That was really good work.
That was deep. Wow. That's good. Yeah. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So let's talk about the little voice inside you. Sometimes we hear that little voice when we say an affirmation, and then the little voice disagrees with us, like, I can make this amount of money, and the little voice says, you've got to be kidding. I don't know if you actually need to say an affirmation in this case, or if you've got a little voice that talks to you frequently.
I do have a very yappy little voice. Yes, I do.
All right. Is there a particular thing that it says that you'd like to work on today?
It's got a number of things I'd like to say. You're a loser. You suck. You're not talented. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you're kidding?
Okay, well,
yeah.
that's a good start.
Yeah, right? That's enough.
Let's talk to this little voice. So if you're more comfortable closing your eyes, because I want you to tune into the little voice, and go ahead and start tapping on the top of your head. Okay, yeah, just take a deep breath and let yourself settle in. Okay. Can you hear that little voice?
Yes.
Okay. Give me one line. What's it saying to you?
Sorry. You're a loser.
Okay. Can you see a face associated with this voice, or is it just a voice? It's okay either way.
Right now, it's just a voice.
Okay. Tap on the eyebrow point. That's great. Brow point.
Okay.
So you hear the voice say, you're a loser. Right? Great. Would you please ask the voice, why are you telling me this?
Should I say that out loud? Or?
You can do it either aloud or silently.
I'm sorry. Why
Why are you saying this to me?
are you saying this to me? Because you are.
Okay. Tap on the outside of the eye. Yes, and why is it necessary for you to tell me this?
I don't know.
It's not giving you any answers
Yeah,
to
no.
that? Tap under the eye. Is there something that you want me to do with this information?
Is there something you want me to do with this information? I want you to look at it.
Okay, great. Tap on the chin. And now, how do you want me to look at it? What do you want me to do?
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? It's not really telling me anything.
Okay. Tap on the collarbone. Why do you think I'm a loser?
Why do you think I'm a loser? Well, because you say you're going to do all these things, and then you sabotage yourself. You procrastinate. You dilly-dally. You don't finish what you start.
Tap under the arm. So you actually want me to get some things done.
Yeah.
Great. Tap on the top of the head. Sounds like you really want me to be successful.
Yeah.
Great. Tap on the eyebrow. Liz, I'm wondering if you could thank the little voice, not for the way it's been talking to you, but for the intention of wanting you to be successful.
Yeah, it's not a wholehearted thanks, but
Okay. Give it a little thanks.
a little thanks.
Okay. And how does the voice respond when you give it that thanks?
It's smiling.
You can see a face now. Wow, and it's smiling at you. That's great. Tap under the eye. And would you say to it, I know I haven't appreciated you in the past, but I hear now that you're really trying to help me be successful.
Yeah, I can. Oh, sorry, did I move
That's okay,
too
you're
soon?
good.
I can say that, not completely convinced about it, but I can entertain the possibility.
Good for you. Okay. Then tap on the chin. And what does the little voice say? How does it respond?
It wants me to. It does want me to be successful.
Great. So tap on the collarbone and tell the little voice, since you want me to be successful, I wonder if you would be willing to work with me in a new way, because the way you've been working with me has actually been causing me pain.
I wonder if you could work with me in a new way. It's causing me pain.
And what does the little voice say?
That's possible.
Okay, Great. Tap under the arm. Now here's where you get to step forward, Liz, because if the little voice could say something else to you that might support you, for example, in getting those things done, what would that be?
It could acknowledge the good things, the things that have been accomplished.
Great. Yeah, tap the top of the head. Okay. So ask the little voice if it would be willing to acknowledge the things that you have done, because that's more likely to get you to complete those tasks than telling you you're a loser, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot more. What's the little voice say?
I'm sorry, could you repeat?
Yeah, ask. Yeah, because this is hard work, isn't it? Yeah, trying to focus on this, and yeah, it's some very hard work. Okay, so ask the little voice, would you be willing to say something different to me, like acknowledge me for what's been done?
To be willing to say something different. Yeah, it would.
Okay, great. Tap on the eyebrow. So let's do a little test with this. Like, is there a project that you're working on now that you're about to complete, and has the little voice been beating you up about it, and now maybe it could encourage you, talk to you in a different way?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Tap on the outside of the eye. What would that sound like or look like?
That it's going to be awesome when it's done.
Yeah.
That it's that you should be proud of what you can offer.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, tap under the eye. And is the little voice willing to say those kind of things to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Tap under the nose. And what's the little voice doing right now? Is it smiling at you? Is it cheering for you? What's it doing?
Yeah, it's kind of it's so stupid, but it's kind of got its hands on its hips, like duh, like.
Of course, I want to support you.
Yeah, like really?
Okay. Tap on the chin. And can you now express gratitude to it? Can you see that it's been trying to help you all along? It's just been misguided.
Yeah.
It's hard, isn't it? Because it's
Well,
like,
I'd say really. I mean, the tactics are so unnecessary.
look at it as an employee who got some pretty poor training way back when.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. And now you're just retraining this employee, because you can't fire him. Okay? You're just retraining this employee to support you in a new way. Make sense?
That makes a lot of sense.
Okay. Tap on the collarbone. And how does the little voice respond to this? Like, does he like that idea of being retrained? Because he's actually pretty powerful, isn't he?
Yeah, no, the concept of being an employee is not appealing to the little voice.
Okay. So what's the image that he would like?
Well, he thinks he's top dog, top boss.
Okay. But he does want your success more than anything, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I'm hearing hesitancy when you say that.
I think I want to believe it, but just, you know, I feel as if, like the tactics, as you were saying, it makes you question its motive sometimes.
Okay. So he's criticized you for so long, it's hard to believe he really wants to support you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's possible, but I'm not entirely convinced, I guess.
Okay. Tap under the arm. What would convince you?
Just a kinder, gentler approach.
Okay. Ask him if he's willing to do that in support of your success.
Yeah, I think he could.
No, I'm not asking you what you think. I'm asking you to ask him
Right.
to respond to you.
So could you